So now that we have our project set up with our audio sources playing our layers all together, and we're able to kind of walk around in the world, what we want to do is set up our audio mixers to make sure that each one of our audio sources is going to its own fader that we can actually adjust. And what we need to do that is to go up to the window menu and choose under audio, audio mixer, and this allows us to build a mixer here. So right now we just have an audio mixer with three faders in it right now: dialogue, music, sound effects, and music, which all feed into a master fader. We can create submixers if we want that feed into these faders here, and there are different ways to kind of do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add three additional mixers. I'm going to call this first one Layer 1. This is for our Layer 1 music. And what I can do is drag Layer 1 onto my master audio mixer and then choose where Layer 1, the submixer, goes to, which is music. So I'm going to create two more of those. So I'm going to go back to my master audio mixer, hit plus again, call this Layer 2, and I'm going to go ahead and create Layer 3 right away too. Alright, so we have three different layers, and we can add those to as submixers. So I just drag those into the master audio mixer and then make sure it's bussed over to music. And then I'll do the same with 3 here. So now I have 3 different submixers that feed the master audio bus, and they all feed this music channel here. Okay, now when we go into each one of these submixers, we can have additional faders here if we want, but what we want to do is that we want to add an on and an off snapshot to each one. Layer 1 we're going to leave on all the time, but for Layer 2 we're going to add in a snapshot. So click Layer 2, and then we're going to add another snapshot. The first one with the star is the one where we sort of start. And so right now we'll call this off, and then the other one we'll call on. So on the off one, we'll turn the music off like that. And then when we go to on, it will go up to 0. So what we'll do is we'll send the first audio source over to Layer 2. Sorry, the second audio source over to Layer 2. Now, Layer 3, we're going to do a similar thing where we have an on and an off. So this one will be on, and this one will be off, and we'll turn the off one all the way down, like that. Okay, so we have snapshots for Layer 2 and 3. I'm not going to do Layer 1. Well, I'll do Layer 1 as we'll do on here and off, but when we actually put the game together, I'm going to keep Layer 1 on pretty much the entire time. Layer 1's sort of the glue that holds all the other 2 layers together. Okay, so if we go back up to our music sources object, each one of our audio sources now can be assigned to a mixer group. So I'll do that here. You'll see that there's Layer 1 as a submixer, and I assign the audio source that plays Layer 1 to Layer 1, the mixer. And I'll do kind of the same thing for my second layer by clicking the circle button there and doing the master for Layer 2. And then similarly, I'm going to set up the output for Layer 3 to go to Layer 3. Okay, so let's save. And right now, because the snapshot, the default, remember, is set to the star. So Layer 1 is going to be on, Layer 2 is set to star, which is off, and Layer 3 is set to star, which is off. The star is the start snapshot. So when we play it, we should only hear Layer 1 right now. Yep, and we do. While we're at it, my tracks are kind of quiet, so I want to go to my master audio mixer and I'm going to turn down the sound effects, which is where the footstep audio is playing. So the first person controller up here actually has an audio source on it, and what we can do is route the output of that to the sound effects. That's where the sound effects are coming from. And so now when I play it, my sound effects will be a little bit quieter now. Okay, cool. By the way, if you ever lose your cursor, you can hit the escape button. It gives you your mouse cursor back. All right, now we're going to get to how do we turn those on and off? How do we turn those layers on and off? Which is what we're going to do in the next video. See you there.